Hi everyone, it is Evan and Crystal, and with all the crazy times we're in right now, we can't really do any reselling vlogs right now. So we came up with an idea to do some, what would you call this? Crazy...
Funny news.
Funny news. Okay.
Headlines.
Funny news headlines. So I'm all anchorman except for that.
I feel underdressed.
You're the reason why I dressed up. Because you look better than me. I was wearing my Led Zeppelin shirt. You look professional with the glasses.
Oh, okay. There we go.
All right. So we will start with funny news headlines that we went online. We looked them up. We each found 5. We'll talk a little bit about each one. Leave a comment below if you have anything to say about them, or maybe if you've heard of these headlines as well. And yeah, we'll start from here. We can start with Crystal.
Oh, we're going to start with me first. Okay. I don't know how we're working this, but
just
go with it.
Read your headline.
So I think with some of them, you're probably going to put a picture up.
Yes, I can put a picture up. Yep.
Okay.
You saved the pictures?
Yes.
Okay.
I did some.
Okay, it'll be somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. All
right, so this one that I have here, the headline is Amphibious Pitcher Makes Debut.
An amphibious pitcher.
Yes.
So he can pitch in water.
That's right.
And above water. Oh.
And it's funny, they reference to Aquaman. They're like, we knew Aquaman had bigger ambitions than just being the guy in Super Friends who can call dolphins. Yeah, so it was supposed to be ambitious, and they wrote amphibious. Big difference.
There was a joke about that, I think, in Fresh Prince with DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Okay.
It was to do with being a mind reader or something. I forget. I'll have to try to remember. Maybe next time we do this, I'll bring it up. Okay. Very nice. Mm-hmm. My first story. Pig sparks farm fire in England after eating and defecating a battery-powered pedometer. So those pedometers, right? Pedometers?
Pedometers.
They're the things that they're on Fitbits now. They're on, you can get them for your waistband, and they count your steps. And I guess this pig ate one, pooped it out, and the pedometer then started a fire due to a defective battery. So he burnt down the farm by pooping out a pedometer.
Yeah.
Don't read my other stories.
No, I'm looking at the top one.
Oh, yeah.
No, I wasn't even. I was just trying to wrap.
You're trying to wrap your head around it? So what do you think of that?
That's interesting. I can't believe that it would start fire.
Maybe a mix of pig.
Oh, I guess. Because that's pretty strong stuff, right?
I don't know. It does stink. That's all I know about pig.
Well, that's what they use. That's like ethanol or something, isn't it? Isn't that what...
Methane?
Manure?
I don't know. It mixed and burnt down the farm. All right. Crystal.
My turn. So this is another spelling error, I guess we could say. So we'll have to show a picture somewhere around here.
Up around here to see.
So this is Mississippi's literacy program shows improvement. So if you'll notice, Mississippi is spelled Mississippi's. So I'm not sure how their literacy program is improving if they can't even spell the state where they live in correctly.
That's the newspaper.
Yeah.
I can't spell.
Yeah.
Okay. As a kid, wasn't it always a thing where it's like, I can spell Mississippi, M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. Like, that's something we used to do as a kid all the time. And their newspaper from...
Yeah. Didn't get it right.
Mississippi's.
Yeah.
Mississippi's. It's like Mississippi's.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right. Okay. Washington State road hazard turns out to be a 600-pound sea lion. So, some people driving down the road, they see this big boulder in the middle of the road. So they call the state roads people and they say, there's something on the road, come and get it, come and move it. They show up, it's a 600-pound sea lion. So, needless to say, they got their shovels out and they went to move this boulder and it woke up and it was a 600 pounds. I think that weighs more than my first car. And yeah, so they went to move it, and it was a pissed off giant 600-pound sea lion. So it didn't. Yes, Washington State.
I guess it can't really hurt you.
It probably could.
It could bite you
If it sat on you.
with its.
It'd be like being run over by
yeah,
a truck. If it could run fast enough, I don't know. I've never been chased by a sea lion, but I don't think I want
I
to.
don't think they move very fast.
No, but that'd be a shock though, right? You think it's a boulder, and turns out to be a sea lion. So that was a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Batter up.
All right, so this one caught my attention because our local radio station that I would watch before I would go into work did a fake news challenge where what do you call him, the DJ or the?
Yeah, he's the newsman who does it.
The newsman.
Yeah.
He would give 3 stories and someone would have to call in and say which one was the true one, and he would have some fake ones in there. So this one was actually a true article that he had talked about, and it's a sound engineer accidentally got high on LSD while cleaning a 1960s radio.
Ah, yes. Back when LSD was LSD.
That's right.
They hit it in the radio and he was cleaning it?
It was LSD crusted on the radio.
So I can picture this. Have you ever found something old, like in reseller life, obviously we've all picked up something old and you just blow on it to clean it out. Even your PlayStation, right. You blow on it to get the dust out and then a big cloud of smoke from dust comes. Imagine that was LSD.
You gotta be careful now.
Yeah.
Anything from the 1960s.
1960 stuff just went up in value.
Oh.
Hey. If it has LSD,
I guess as he began to wipe it down, he started to feel bizarre.
Bizarre, he started to see 2 radios, then 3 radios, then a unicorn.
Right.
Nice. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, buckle up for this one.
Oh boy.
Knife, spoons, and screwdrivers removed from a man's stomach. This one is hard to stomach. A man in India was rushed into surgery after doctors discovered practically a whole utensil drawer's worth of items in his stomach, including a knife which was beginning to puncture his insides. The 35-year-old man had swallowed everything from 2 screwdrivers, 2 toothbrushes, which was in their kitchen drawer, 2 toothbrushes, 8 spoons, and a kitchen knife.
My God.
Maybe he was sleepwalking and hungry.
Yeah, but...
Maybe he was eating ice cream and he just put it in too far and he lost the spoon. So he went and got another one. Tried again,
but
lost
it was so whole.
Yeah, he ate a lot. He ate knives. Maybe he ran out of spoons for the ice cream and started using knives. I don't know. But this guy was in surgery and because he felt something was wrong. And it turned out the thing that was wrong, the knife was puncturing his insides.
I guess so.
Yeah, that would hurt. Yeah.
I mean, if it's just like a butter knife, it might not be so bad. But even the forks you would think would puncture too.
Yeah, I don't know how you would poop that stuff out.
Even trying would be awful.
When you go for a walk around your house and you hear cling clang, that's an indication. Call the doctor.
Yeah, that's a lot in one. Yeah.
That's a lot.
I don't either.
All right.
Okay. So this one I have is 2 Amish men were caught drinking while driving a horse and buggy and blasting music.
And blasting music?
Yeah.
What kind of music the Amish listen to?
I don't know. Let's see if it says anything
Eminem?
about it.
Think they got subs in the wagon?
I don't think it doesn't list what. No. It just says that the police were after them. That they were asked
after them.
Yeah.
like 1 mile an hour.
I know. They asked the 2 men to pull their buggy over, and the unidentified man leapt off the buggy and disappeared into the woods. The horse, meanwhile, continued to trot down the road until it was stopped by local police. During the inspection of the buggies, authorities found several open bottles of alcohol beside the sound system. The vehicle was then towed, and the police kept the horse until its owner could claim it. But nobody came forward.
So the police just got themselves a new horse.
That's right.
And buggy.
Right. Yeah.
So Amish don't use power as far as I know. They're riding a horse and buggy, but they have power for a radio
I know. I think that's why it's funny, right?
And they crank it.
They're Amish and they're driving a horse and buggy. And yet they have music going. So
I would love to know what music that was. It would be awesome if it was like any genre, really. If it was like Eminem rap or like Sepultura heavy metal. Like just anything in that would just be awesome. Okay. Man in Georgia accidentally texts probation officer for weed. So he must have been stoned, picked up his phone, tried to text his drug dealer, texts his probation officer instead, asking for weed. Not a mistake you want to make.
No. That's...
Yeah. That was an interesting one. But you know, if you're already stoned, I could see maybe making that mistake.
Making the error, yeah.
And if you don't put your probation officer in as like probation officer Mike, and you just put him in as like, Mike, and then your drug dealer's like Mike, it's like I'll just text Mike, and then.
Or if you like use talk to if you talk to Google and said, okay Google.
Text Mike.
Text Mike.
Yeah. Oh God, my phone's probably texting right now because we said that. That's all right. I hope this video continues. But yeah, so there was that. Oh, do you see it in the mirror still?
Yes.
Okay. Crystal's on quality check.
We have quite the setup here.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Okay.
All right.
That is mine.
This is my last one.
Last one.
All right. So an Australian engineer sued his ex-boss for repeatedly farting on him. Yeah. In March, a court of appeal in Australia mulled over a peculiar case that involved an employee who claimed that his boss's constant farting was a form of bullying. The court had to decide whether or not flatulence could be indeed considered harassment in the case of the 56-year-old, who quit his job at construction engineering because of the stinky treatment.
I've worked at a lot of auto shops, and there was some farting going on. Not by myself, but just people. I remember this one place I worked, the bathroom, the only bathroom for the mechanics was in the lunchroom. Yeah, and sometimes people go to the bathroom right before lunch. It was awful. That was harassment. I should have sued.
You should have.
I should have. Is farting harassment?
I guess if you're farting on someone.
You fart on someone.
I don't know. That's what happened to this guy.
So he like runs over to the guy and farts and then runs away again.
Yeah, it says he would fart behind me and walk away. He would do this 5 or 6 times a day.
That's like following so many old people at Value Village. They fart on me all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
It's harassment. And I'm working, so that's harassment on my job.
Yeah, but someone in Value Village isn't deliberately coming over and farting next to
I think they're hitting me with their carts deliberately.
This guy was deliberately coming over and farting in front of this guy.
Huh.
So he got to the point where he would spray aerosol deodorant at his bully. Now that's kind of being a bully.
Should have went with bear spray. Something a bit more effective, like a bear spray or something. That would have stopped it.
Yeah.
Okay, my last one. Man loses life savings at a carnival to win a stuffed banana with dreadlocks. His life savings were over $2,600.
For a banana with dreadlocks?
So you know those games, you throw the ball and try to get the thing?
Right.
He tried so many times, he spent $2,600, his life savings, to win a banana, which I might be able to get a picture of this. It's quite big. It's maybe like this, maybe like a meter. For all us Canadians, meter, about 4 feet tall. Yeah, banana with dreadlocks. It's $2,600, and he's now, I believe he's now going to court to sue the circus or the fair to try to get his money back.
Well,
he spent it.
Well, I was just gonna say he chose to keep throwing the ball.
That's right. Play at your own risk.
That's right. Wow.
So, I guess that's the end of it. Those are our funny stories. We will be back. I believe we're thinking of doing, what was it? Funny?
Weird facts.
Weird facts. We'll do 5 each weird facts.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I think 5's a good number.
Yeah, 5's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and we hope you enjoyed this. It's a little different from what we do, but Value Village is closed, Talisa's is closed, every share center is closed, Amazon FBA receiving is closed. The only thing open is eBay, and right now at the post office, it's kind of a nightmare to go mail an item. Crystal?
Yes, social distancing is definitely well in effect at the post office. You kind of feel like you're an infected person every time I go in there. So it's quite the procedure.
Why don't you tell them the procedure?
So you have to stand. I would say it's probably like a good 3 feet.
Speak into the mic a bit more.
I would say that it's a good 3 feet. Because you know how normally at the post office they have that rope or that
guideline
partition, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
So you stand at it, which is about 3 feet from the actual counter, but the employee that's standing there has to back up to as far back as they can go, so that you can come forward and put your package down.
You take turns.
Yeah.
1 forward, 1 back.
That's
1
right.
forward, 1 back.
Yeah. So each transaction where you have to go. Yeah, and then I have to set our card down that we use.
Our Venture One card. Yeah.
So that they can, and then you have to turn it a certain way because they don't touch it. They just scan it with the scanner.
Meanwhile, at Tim Hortons today, it was like, here's my card. They like take it and they're like, and they give it back to me. Other Tim Hortons are like, don't touch it, scan it. Depends where you go. I would be curious if we went to another post office if they're doing that.
That's what I'm curious too.
We sold a satellite finder. We're gonna mail it tomorrow. So maybe we'll try another post office. Just see if we're in the Walking Dead procedure.
Oh, it was interesting. Anyways, I've had 2 employees do that, the same protocol.
Oh, okay, so maybe it is
2 different ones. So.
Well, as long as mail's still running right now.
Yeah, that's what's important.
It's okay. Yeah. So, with nothing open, this is what we are doing. So we hope you enjoyed it. Another thing, if you want to check out other videos, Crystal has just started a crocheting channel. For anyone who's into arts and crafts and is looking for something to do, you could start crocheting.
Yeah.
You could learn how to crochet. Crystal has that. It's under Insta Yarn Creations on Instagram, and it's on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah. So you can check her out there. I guess that's about it. She's embarrassed now. That's okay. We gotta promote. We gotta tell everybody what we're doing. Crystal's now working from home, so this is something she's doing to kind of kill some time. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for coming out. We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.